Afternoon, welcome. Right, last time we spoke, what I was doing was talking about American locks and problems I had with wrenches. Now, I got some great feedback, some wonderful comments, and some fantastic ideas. They ranged from putting on some shrink wrap, shrink film, I'm not quite sure, can't remember, which I didn't have. So I used, don't know if you can see that, I used some green tape, I think, but there's some blue version of it anyway. Stop the wrench from slipping. Sorry me rubbing my hands, but I'm cold and my coffee's gone. So that was one thing. Another thing was use as tight fitting wrench as you could. If you didn't have one, try putting two together, which I thought was a fantastic idea. I'd never really thought of that. Other idea was once I'm doing a rotation, once I've done my, say, first rotation, and then I go on to the second rotation, actually, re-secure, make sure that the wrench is still in place, which again was a great idea. So we've got the shrink wrap or tape, as I've done. We've got the two together, which coincides with the tightest fitting wrench that you've got. We've got the keep an eye on the wrench as you're doing your rotations, making sure that it's still in there firmly. This one here, this one I just picked up. But also I found with quite a few of my wrenches is some of them here, turn it that way, here are smooth. Some I have here got little teeth. Now I tried that again last night, not the little teeth, but putting the one with the teeth into the lock, and I've also had a look at how I hold the thing, and I think because someone else said don't go on what's fashionable, what you've seen other people do, go with something that's comfortable for you, i.e. when you look to bend your tension wrench slightly, because someone suggested Mad Bobs again, and I'd love a set of Mad Bobs. However, they're not as readily available, because I believe that just before I started picking he stopped doing stuff, which is unfortunate for me. So that's that really. But I have heard on the grapevine, or through Facebook, if you call that the grapevine, that he is redoing some of his picks again in and around the Christmas time. If he gets enough people responding and wanting stuff. And myself and quite a few people did comment, and I know that quite a few people said, look, especially if you're doing some of your wrenches. So hopefully that'll come out. Last comment that I had was, I think I was using this pick when I did try it on video, which is quite a pointy pick. Someone suggested more of a flat-ended pick, which I think they were more referring to like a Peterson gem or something like that, which isn't in my arsenal. say Arsenal through gritted teeth, being a Spurs fan. Come on, you yids. So let me... I've got some offset hybrids and stuff like that. I've got some other beautiful pics that people have made for me. Sport for bleeding choice, really. What I find, you see, even though it's a beautiful shape pick for this particular job. Alright. Okay, so recapping on everything, not apart from the beautiful pics that I've grateful to have and been very, very privileged to be given. Going back to the Americans, not Hillbilly, but Locks. Even down to this, the keyway are all the same, so I'm going to try it on all of them. This is the first thing that I'm going to be looking at, which is revisiting, but with a slightly more bent pick, or wrench rather, to suit my needs. Now, as I said, don't go with what's fashionable, you know, go with, like, that's currently like this. I'm going to bend it. Now these are quite durable, but you don't want to heat them, because that will actually weaken them, so I've been told. So that's one thing. Don't heat your wrenches. Another thing is that someone mentioned to me is that DIY wrenches are better, and you can make DIY wrenches out of windscreen wipers. So I make picks, mainly more than I pick. What did I do with it? I have some windscreen wiper. I think this is the one. No, that's not my one, but it's very similar to one that I made yesterday on the back of what was said. Here we go. Now, this is one, it's not brilliant, it's just a straight bend, but what I can do with these is tailor them more to my specific needs. Let's see, I did a couple of these. I've got this other one that I don't know if you can see that, played around with, making it slightly more offset in places, and it fits it more on a downward angle. Sorry, the longer one I did for American Locks, but so that fits more like that, which is a lot stronger for myself. There we go. Yeah, that. But what I find is I've got to look at something that will get me over here, but like this one, I'm not putting the whole. I don't know if you can see. It's probably me looking at myself. This bit, yeah, is that deep, but I'm tending to get over that. I'm putting that much into the lock, whereas this piece, as you can see, is cut away here. So I'm coming over the edge of the lock with that much, but it's all going in, instead of with this just that tip. So what I'm trying to do is I'm going to try and make myself one that is closer to the top of the lock, but still only goes in that amount, or maybe slightly more. So that's going to be a work in progress for me, and I will be looking at making that. I'm also going to ask a couple of friends that are a lot better at this than myself, and see what they can come up with, if they've got any better ideas. But that's not much better. But if I put it in, that's more or less flush. But when, oops, I go to pick the lock, I think I am actually covering, you can see that's coming out 3 or 4 pins. So it's a good idea why it lasted, but it's not something that is really going to work. I've even attempted some of the top of the keyway picks, because someone said to me that I'm going to get a lot better tension the longer the wrench is itself. So I'm going to get a lot better tension out of yay than yay. So sorry, yay or yay or yay. So there's a lot to think about, and the feedback, as I said, was really most helpful, really appreciative of all of that. But as you can see what they meant here. Look at the tension on that. It's a bottom of the keyway wrench, but used at the top, and that tension there is working very well. Now let's have a quick look here. When I put the pick in, how far am I getting to the front before I come up against the wrench? About there, which I'd say is about pin 2. So maybe that's my answer. If I'm, say, snipping this here or bending this a bit, whatever. But it is a work in progress, and I've taken all of your wonderful ideas on board, and it won't be very long, I can promise you that much, before, again, that's quite, how far forward, that's not so bad, with the longer, yeah, very, but again, I ideally would like it on that side there. So what we've done is put just a small twist. Not so sad. Well, that's pin 1, I think. So what I'm going to do is have a little play with one shrink film, shrink wrap, length of tension wrench, snugness of tension wrench, checking the fact that I keep revisiting to put the wrench in on every rotation, and generally get to a stage where my problem is the picking of the lock, not the tension wrench. So that's the objective. Whether it works is another matter. I had a dilemma. I've now got some answers, and it's now down to me to put those into practice. So all I can say is thank you very, very much for all your input, and as I say, you know, it's such a great community. It's gives me such sort of encouragement, and how can I put it? I don't quite know how to say it, but you know, that I can put a problem out there as much as oh look, I've made this, or oh, I've done that. And I'll be totally honest with you guys, I'm blown away. It has been, out of all of the videos and uploads that I've put on since I started this channel, it's been the biggest response, the biggest amount of views, and the biggest amount of comments on the post actually on Facebook, not necessarily the video itself, on my YouTube channel. I also picked up 4 subscribers off the back of it, and that just goes to prove how strong and how helpful and how great this community is, and the kindness and generosity and everything that's been shown by people has blown me away. You know, I'm just so grateful, because it is a community, but I talk to people, whether they be abroad or whether they be in the UK or whatever, that I've never met, never spoken to before in my life, and I feel like I know them. It feels like a family, and that is a fantastic feeling. That's a fantastic thing, especially in the climate that we're in with all of this uncertainty, and I love it. I don't do this for any other reason than to get help myself and to give help to other people. Just keep watching, keep subscribing, because there are some things that are going up on the website that I don't actually advertise on Facebook, because they are just little clips, little videos, little things that are going on. I'm hoping to do some little funnies on there as well. You know, it's Christmas time. I'm even going to try and do something in a pom-pom hat or a Christmas jumper or something. I am going to be doing something else. I'm going to be making a few things towards Christmas, or it'll probably be the new year now. For those that might be interested, I'm going to be making some tension wrenches because of all of the help that you've been giving me, that I will be giving away. I'm also going to try and make some Christmas picks with some, what did I get the other day? I've got some glitter. I also got some sparklies and some stars, which I'm going to try and put in some resin. See how that goes. I'm also going to be making some, I don't know if you can see that, some more resin, some coloured resin with some lovely bits of wood in. I've got some wood here. People are asking me, do I still, which was nice because people have actually revisited some of my earlier posts, and I put one up about custom picks that I've made. Do I still make picks? Have I got any more of those fantastic picks? Yeah, there are some picks. I don't have too many at the moment because I haven't been out making as many because it's been too cold, to be honest with you. But examples of some of the wood. Obviously these are some wonderful woods, some snake woods, and black oak. I've got many more, and we've got everything down to funky colours, all sorts. But what we're going to try and do soon is make, as I say, some giveaway picks. If anyone wants a pick, let me know. I don't buy it, I don't charge, but things are getting a bit tight, so I may actually ask for some help with postage, that sort of stuff. Or if you want to make a donation, I am trying to run 26 miles in January for prostate cancer, so keep an eye out for that. But if you make a donation, it would go to that, it wouldn't actually go to myself. I think that's about it. Anything else while I'm out here, because I'm going to go in and get another mug of tea. Well, that was black coffee, I don't drink tea. So that's it. Keep watching, keep subscribing, keep an eye out for anything that might be going on. I've got a couple of shout outs that I want to do, because there's some collaborations coming up very soon. Not only in the setting of wood into resin and the other stuff that's going on, but I'd like to shout out to Rook, as well as a shout out to Hillbilly, because we are going to try and do something as a collaboration, whether it to be with American locks, whether it be to wooden picks, whether it be to resin pins, problems that we have here, pins, wood. Rook, check out his website, not his website, his YouTube channel. He's just made 3 fantastic picks. They're amazing, to be honest, and how he's come on since he done his first pick earlier this year, and we were talking about making them with dolly pegs and how well we could do them, how well we could shape them and different things, and now we're talking about everything down to making dolly picks or using dolly picks to cut straight lines in wood. I think that was Hillbilly's idea, and Hillbilly is the man to do with resin. So we are going to make some funky glow in the dark handles. We're going to try and do a lot of stuff together, and we'll keep talking, keep communicating with everybody, and keep this wonderful community going. I think that's about it. Yeah, I think that's about it. I'm going to try and pick an American. I think I'm going to take in this one with me today. This is 1205. I'm going to go in with that indoors once my hands are warmed up and see what I can do. And can I ask any feedback, please? I've got an Abus here. It's a 7240. It's got quite a funky keyway on it. Anyone picked a 7240 before, or something with a similar keyway? Lots and lots of grooves here, instead of your usual just you're one, you're one. Might just be in my imagination, but any help, I'll be grateful on that one. Yep, that's it. So keep watching, keep subscribing. Remember, YouTube, Hillbilly. He's totally mad, but has got some great stuff on there. And Rook Knight, check him out. He's amazing, not only at the picking, but at the last 3 picks he's just made are second to none. And yeah, okay, love you lots, speak to you soon, bye.